Danny Thomas and brings back Mick Hazard and Gary Brooke. And with top scorer Steve Archibald unwell, Alan Brazil comes in at number 8. Several changes too in the Fulham team. They have 7 senior players unfit, including 3 forwards, but these young and inexperienced players ended a run of 13 games without a win with a 4-1 victory at Portsmouth a week ago. Making a welcome return after 6 weeks out through injury is young fullback Paul Parker. And the referee today is Tom Bune of Berkshire. So it's Fulham in the black shorts who kick off, attacking from right to left. And the new Craven Cottage pitch, though heavily sanded as you can see, is in fact reasonably dry and flat. The strong swirling wind is likely to present more problems. On by Lewington for Rosinho, the 19-year-old striker. Not a bad ball either. If for a moment it had Spurs in trouble, the clearance by O'Reilly. Steve Perryman will play as sweeper for Tottenham today in an effort to shore up a defence that has conceded 15 goals in its last 5 games. Brazil on by Falco. Rosinho, a good header, but it wouldn't stay in. Brazil. Carr in field, but robbed by Hoddle. Brazil. Falco unmarked. And a good save by the goalkeeper Payton, and Gale gets it away. But really the marking then questionable by Fulham, as Hoddle broke down the right and helped the ball on. Falco is unmarked, got in his shot, and a fine save by Payton. Corner the outcome. And Payton safe again for a moment, but he was pushed in fact, so it wouldn't have made any difference had Gary O'Reilly been able to find the net. Payton had been fouled. Free kick to Fulham. Bright opening to this tie.
Come on, John!
Carr for Fulham. Brazil. Lewington. Carr's tackle. Brazil wins it back for Spurs, and a good ball. What a fine challenge that was by Gale. Parker breaks for Fulham. Davis. Parker again. Hazard's challenge gives a free kick to the home side. Davis. A new role in this Fulham side for Gordon Davis, playing in midfield. Hopkins coming in to meet it, and Clemens collided with Hopkins, and I think injured his shoulder. It was a very heavy collision. Clemens came out very bravely, but it seemed to me with a high swirling ball like that, the defender was perfectly entitled to try and meet it. Looks very worrying, this, for Spurs. And I must say, Ray Clemens looking none too well, but with only a few minutes gone, Spurs will be anxious for him to continue. And it's essential that for the next few minutes Tottenham provide all the protection they can for their goalkeeper, who's bound to be feeling groggy. This is O'Reilly. A lot of players forward here, Spurs. One of them is Brooke. Oh, it comes to Falco. And just kept off the line by Gale. Payton angry with his defenders for not giving him enough cover, but surely not with Tony Gale. Falco just helped it on, and it seemed that Payton had been beaten. Gale arrived to clear. So the nearest to a goal so far. But all Tottenham have is a corner. Payton gets to it. Lewington clear. And a lot of noise, I must say, from the Fulham bench. Ray Harper, the coach, Malcolm McDonald nearest to the camera. Hopkins with plenty of time. Finds Rosinho. Flicked on by Reeves. Davis chasing. The corner given. 5 minutes of the first half remaining. It would be a perfect time for Fulham to force something now. And they've certainly pushed plenty of men forward. Reeves will take the kick. The header was by Gale and was very, very close. Applause ringing round Craven Cottage. That corner curled wickedly in by Reeves. Gale climbed highest of all, but directed his header over the bar. Stevens. Brazil let it run. A fine through ball for Falco. Oh, what a good challenge that was by Parker. Fine little player, Paul Parker. Perryman again doing the sweeper's job to perfection and winning the throw. And the referee had a perfect view of that collision between Perryman and Marshall and has given Fulham a free kick. Well, you don't really need to be a lip reader to understand that Perryman inquired in a very gentlemanly fashion, what was that for, ref? Here's Davis. Gale. Coming up from the back is Carr. What a magnificent save by Clemens. And I think that was the arm that must be feeling very sore. It was a fine effort by the little fullback Carr from 25 yards. And Clemens, with his bad arm, made a brilliant save. Still danger. Reeves has it. Hopkins in. Perryman away. And Brook on the break. Oh, a great tackle by Lewington. And the Fulham skipper made a very important tackle in the middle of the field then. Neat 1-2. Rosinho. And now Parker. Gale runs into space well. 3 players in the box for him to find. And he wins the corner. Perryman, nearest to the camera, has made so many important interceptions. And the clenched fist showing what a character, what a personality in this Tottenham side he is. So well into time and in on for stoppages, Fulham have a corner. Hopkins coming into media, but Perryman was there again. And half-time arrives with no goals, due largely to the form of Ray Clemens in the Tottenham goal, who, despite an early injury which has left him still holding that right shoulder very awkwardly, made one magnificent save. It was Carr's shot that produced the save of the half. And Fulham have had the better of the play, but Tottenham have defended resolutely and will take some breaking down in the second half. Fulham 0, Spurs 0. So Spurs get us underway in the second half, knowing they've got a real battle on their hands here. Fulham may be in the bottom 3 of the second division, but it took Liverpool 3 games to beat them in the Milk Cup this season. And I think everyone agrees Fulham's league position is a false one. Almost won promotion, of course, last season. This is Parker. Davis. Parker keeps going. And again. And a fine-looking cross. Oh! Well, that was strange. Ray Clemens was either remarkably cool or misjudged that cross. Parker going down the right, beating two challenges, floating it in, and it went off the top of the crossbar with Ray Clemence apparently unperturbed. Brazil. Hoddle. What a beautifully judged ball for Falco. And in the end, a rather ineffectual header by Brook. But surely worth seeing again, that Glenn Hoddle through ball, judged inch perfectly for Falco. And Reeves for Fulham. Lewington. And here's Gale. Lewington again. Carr is free at left back and spotted by Hopkins. Well, it's not the Spurs you expect, this defending in depth. As Marshall gets the cross in, Davis! And the flicked header only just wide. I was about to say it's unusual to see Tottenham using so many players behind the ball, but for all their players then they were in trouble as Marshall crossed and Davis with a little flick header was only just wide. Perryman for Spurs. Terrific atmosphere. A game that's short of only one commodity at the moment, and that's goals. A really good cup tie. Marshall. Scott. And Davis now. Lifted it in, a dangerous ball, which Clemence did well. And Rosenior's challenge means that Clemence has got another crack for the second time in the game. Rosenior came in late on that low cross, which Clemence went down bravely to save. And the Spurs goalkeeper has got another crack. So Clemence in the wars. Brazil met it well, but only headed it to Carr. On by Reeves. Carr again. Marshall. And Stevens with the interception. But this is Carr. Look for Rosenior. Hazard just got a foot in. And Tottenham really penned in their own half at the moment and can hardly get out. Brazil. Reeves with the interception. Beat Hoddle. This is Scott. How well the second division team are playing. Parker. Davis. A little bit unlucky then. And Brazil fighting a lone battle up front at the moment for Spurs. Stevens. The referee has whistled, and there's an unusual sight for you. It's not very often you see a number one being held up, and the man who's coming off is Ray Clemence. And real problems now for Tottenham. Twice FA Cup winners in the last 3 seasons. Now are losing their England international goalkeeper Ray Clemence, with what is obviously a recurrence of the shoulder injury that he suffered early on in this game. So Graham Roberts takes over in an unfamiliar blue goalkeeper's jersey. And Crook will take his place in midfield as Spurs try and reorganise things. The Fulham fans believe now that their team are in with a real chance of a cup upset. But the way Spurs have battled in this game, you can't write them off. But Fulham's tactic now will obviously be to attack the goalkeeper at every opportunity. Reeves. Davis. What a good clearance by Perryman. Falco. Here's Crook. Tremendous noise. Bowen. And Roberts wanted to get a feel of the ball. Wasn't a bad kick, was it? Lewington, the Fulham skipper. Rossini, a good ball on for Reeves. On it goes to Marshall. Now then, Roberts comes out and makes a fine save. Rossini! Oh! Well, the referee had in fact whistled from the initial challenge by O'Reilly, and that's a free kick to Fulham. So all the excitement that followed was really in vain. So is this the opportunity for Roberts to show his real goalkeeping skills for the first time, I wonder? Carl lets it go to Gale, and Roberts makes a superb save. Well, that must have been difficult for any goalkeeper. A wall of players in front of him. Gale's shot along the ground towards the far post, and he tipped it round superbly. And he comes again. And Brook relieves the pressure. Parker lucky to get it back. On for Rossini. Roberts out again. Ray Clements must have been giving him lessons. Rossini breaking through the middle, but Roberts read it well. And Ray Clements will be pleased at the way the standing goalkeeper has operated. And there's the final whistle. And Tottenham, thanks to this man, Graham Roberts, have held on, a tale of two goalkeepers. Ray Clements walks away, and if he can get that injured hand out of his pocket, will surely be the first to shake Graham Roberts by the hand. Tottenham's attitude and character in the face of such adversity was absolutely admirable, and the two managers and this big crowd have plenty to talk about. No goals perhaps, but no lack of excitement.